Who are we most mad at this point? Today's build. This is the Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon 30708. 74 pieces. Check it out. Knowing everything that has come out over the last day or two, no, the last week, but especially in the last day or two, I'm sure you now know that the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, what is his name? Ammon McNeff or Neff, it doesn't matter. He went ahead and cut ties with, fired Brandon and Josh, who were those other two little villains, well, alleged villains. Although I've heard the stuff, I've read the stuff, I've seen the stuff. Two little villains. They've been let go of. They are the ones that had come in, and there was a really messy takeover of that Bricks and Minifigs franchise in Salem, Oregon. All of that, then all of it coming here to the great state of Utah. Welcome. All kinds of havoc, all kinds of alleged fraud, all kinds of false arrests, allegedly, police mishandling of the situation, the kind of good old boy stuff that we know goes on in small-ish towns, especially towns that are under certain influences. Everyone has brought up the whole Mormon situation. There are so many elements. This has been covered by a bazillion people, even news outlets now. It has blown up. It is crazy. Well, we are at the point where McNeff or Neff or Ammon, the CEO, Bricks and Minifigs, the big head honcho president business, that guy, has completely turned tail, is trying to whitewash the story, trying to throw the wool over everyone's eyes, trying to make us collectively believe that stuff didn't happen, just gaslighting, okay? And it's messy, and it's not cute, and there's like this mustache thing. And look, everybody's already covered it. This is just me popping in and asking questions, all right? I'm not even gonna come out and say necessarily at this moment with whom I still hold the most animosity in all of this. This thing, and this whole PR campaign that has sprung out of nowhere, except probably some lawyer's ass that is involved with Bricks and Minifigs right now. There is this whole trying to, oh no, we're gonna rewrite history. We actually really care about Brian and the family and the sick old man, and we wanna make all of this right, and we've been trying to, you know, make him whole and work something out with him, and blah, 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 we care about it, whatever. We have mutually cut ties with Brandon and Josh, and I'm over here now twirling my mustache and saying entirely different things than I said like yesterday and the other days and that time when I was on the phone with the cops and I was blah, 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 all this stuff and trying to make things happen that maybe shouldn't necessarily have happened legally. If you have been following this saga at all, I'm sure I don't need to go into all of the different mishandlings of justice and straight up just corruption and horrible things that we saw. I'm not going to go into all that. I'm just going to ask you, whilst we build this fabulous Lego Millennium Falcon little build here, who are you mad at this point? What still needs to be done in your opinion? Are you going back to Bricks and Minifigs? Tell me if you're comfortable. If not, tell yourself in your brain, answer it in your brain. That's okay. I'm not going to call you out on here. What still needs to happen in your opinion? Again, I don't want to throw all of mine out there just now in this moment. I'd like to collect some of the consensus, some of your thoughts, some of your feelings as I mull all of it over myself as well. I will just throw just a little out there that I see a lot of cleaning up here in our future. Here in Utah. That is the hope anyway. That is the hope. That is the dream. And I'll go into that more in detail at another time. But right now we have this whole situation happening unexpectedly for me where we are changing out the water heater finally, and it was on its last legs and we got it to last just a little bit longer. And oh my goodness, we're finally doing it. It's wonderful. I'm so excited. But of course it is absolute upheaval for the house and for videos and recording and the projects I had in mind, which is also why we're here in the living room in this obvious mess, because I had to move everything out of my normal filming location so that we could get to the laundry room. It's a mess. It's real life. And because of that, I have not had time at all today, this afternoon, this evening, to compile all of my thoughts, to process all of the videos I have watched. There are so many. There are so many. The ones from the lawyers probably bother me the most. Yeah, he did this wrong, this wrong, this wrong. He should have gotten a lawyer. Guys, maybe you're not familiar with Reckless Ben. I wasn't. I found out about all of this from Penguin Charlie. Most of you know that. I had no idea the hero, the Batman, the Robin Hood that Ben Schneider, Reckless Ben, has been for some time here on the YouTubes. That guy is amazing. And if you go straight to just a lawyer, the lawyers are going to talk it out. Nobody's ever going to hear about it. It's not going to be a story. And Ben likes to tell stories, compelling stories. And he's out there doing good and making things happen and shutting down that nasty McCamey Manor and all kinds of other stuff that he's been involved in. And it is amazing. You're going to hear some noise in the background. That is my fabulous son dragging out cardboard from the new water heater. Yay, time for warm showers. I'm so happy. But all these lawyers that are commentating and whatever, I mean, there's one or two that have actually, you know, I've been cool with what they've done and it's just been educational and helpful and not this now. You listen to me, Sonny. You should have gotten one of us lawyers. Well, he didn't have the money for a lawyer, for one thing. Because all of his videos get like shadow banned or just outright blocked here on the YouTubes because of all the stuff that he's pointing out. And then it's stuff that he's pointing out so that he can protect other people. But then YouTube is like, no, you're like highlighting the nasty stuff. No, he is out here doing the work, trying to make a difference, trying to bring down the bad guys. Let's just simplify it down to that. Brass tacks, the bad guys. He's out here fighting that practically on his own. He's got a couple of homies with him, but they're all going down with him too and getting arrested and all this stuff. It is just absolute madness. But some people, we're full circle. We're going to circle back around. We're going to bring this all together, tie it up real nice in a bow. People trying to give Ben a hard time because he didn't do things the way that they would recommend. You're missing the point entirely, or you're just choosing to be ignorant, or you just saw that all the Lego people, all of us weirdos, were going crazy over here about Bricks and Minifigs. And so because you have like legal knowledge or whatever, you decided to throw your 2 cents in. And look, I'm not mad at you for throwing your 2 cents in. I did too, as a longtime Bricks and Minifig fan and customer. And obviously, yes, a brickhead and all of that. I'm a Lego girl through and through. We don't mind y'all coming in here and setting us straight, you know, on here's this thing about this lawsuit and the small claims court and the way this thing didn't go the way it should have and he didn't know what he was doing. Of course, yeah, duh, he didn't know what he was doing. He was doing whatever he could, anything and everything to bring light, to bring awareness to this particular situation that ended up being, oh my God, a bottomless pit, of Pandora's box. Pandora's box has been blown wide open and all of the little rodents and miasma and everything have just come spilling and bursting and flying and fluttering and maybe even dancing right out of that Pandora's box. And it has just been nonstop. We have been barraged with this thing and this, and we're just sinking lower and lower in our belief in our public servants, our lack of faith in people in our community, our Lego brick loving community, finding out there's bad actors even in our own community. That has been devastating. I want to see justice. I want to see things cleaned up. I want to drain the proverbial swamp. I hate that whole saying just because of all the connotations, but in this case, it's so for real. There's just so much to clean up. Oh, that's where I'm at. Where are you at? This is definitely like a check-in, mark yourself safe from the whole Bricks and Minifigs American Fork, Utah Police Department fiasco. Dirty dealings, potential corruption, just all of it. Where are you at? Where are you at? My hopefully brick-loving, toy-collecting, you know, potentially middle-aged like me trying to grab back at some of that magic, clawing at the magic that we have lost now in our 40s, having raised my kids most of the way and no grandkids yet, and just kind of in that place, in that in-between. that's where we are. We're just kind of floating along. We're just kind of bouncing and building bricks and trying to find happiness and magic and a little bit of childlike wonder. And then all this. And then all this. So check in. How you doing? What are you building? What projects do you have going on? Is it a set? Are you in master builder mode? What's going on with your bricks? Please, let's get back to the bricks. I mean, because this is so far past bricks. It's so far past bricks. And I want to bring it kind of back. Does the other stuff need to get taken care of? Yes, it does. Brick by brick, but also we've sunk so far into the morass and the yuck and the slime and the all of that. And all of you being worried about this loony middle-aged housewife walking around the American Fork Police Department worrying about my safety. I don't even want to think about that at this moment. I want us to just kind of roll it back to the bricks. Let's roll it. Here we go. Or kind of a crunchy roll because it's a crunchy roll. Oh, that's a whole other. Kids got me into anime. But let's, roll those bricks back and let's build something. Let's create. Let's connect. All of that. Put some bricks together. Let's put some bricks together. And take a breath and tell me, what are your thoughts on all of it? Where are you at in all of it? Are you still gung-ho? Let's power through. Let's clean it up. Or are you like, I just want to get back to building my bricks? Or are you just like, let someone else take care of it? Or are you just like, I am out there. We ride at dawn. Let me know. And then when we've gotten our appliance situation all sorted out and all those things taken care of and I'm back into my office, then, hey, heck yeah, I will have had time and space and energy to have brought all these thoughts into the arena and kind of battle it all out, and battle royale style, Hunger Games, all the thoughts. We're going to just, we're going to bring it all in there together, sort it all out, suss it all out, and then hopefully have something coherent to bring to you tomorrow. All right? Okay. What are you building? Tell me in the comments.